Hello, back again. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody that subscribed to the channel and all the nice comments I've had. I'm really happy. I'm glad to see that people like this type of stuff. I didn't know it was so popular, really. This is a new thing for me doing these videos, and I've just started trying to improve them a bit because I've had a few dodgy comments about saying how fuzzy the picture is, but that was done when I first started doing it. I mean, the ones I'm doing now, I'm actually doing it with my iPhone. But I mean, the iPhone's a good camera, really, and I thought, well, why not use that one? So thanks for all your kind comments. What I said back along, I said I was going to come back later and do a video because I've done the Avengers set not long ago, a few videos back, but I didn't really do this one here. The actual, well, all I'd done was the glass, wasn't it? Because the glass was gone on it and it didn't have a figure. But I didn't really sort of need much doing to it. But this one, this is a bit of a dog, as you can see. So this is the one we're going to do now. But in the meantime, at the same time, I will be doing the other. I won't be filming this one so much. I'll just show you as I go along how far I've got with it. But I'm going to turn this one into the Lotus, the white Lotus, to go with this here for the set. But I shan't be showing that one so much because I did show that in the other video. That was more for this one here, really, the other video. But anyway, we'll get on with this. I've got the parts to actually finish this one, so I should be able to get this video up pretty quick. So let's get on with it. Right, so first job with this is to take it apart. Right, as you can see, I'll show you there. There's one rivet right in there. That's the one we want to get out. So I should get my drill and we'll take this one out now. As before, just do the old pile it out first. I'll put it down. I won't put it down, I don't want to break that. I'll hold it in the hands like I always do. And get this drilled out. To get that top part off, that's all you need, is just a little bit like that. Get the old shrapnel out of the way. Put that one out of the way. And then I'll use my other battery effort. And then just drill the top off like we always do. Maybe a little bit more. Don't need that anymore. Chuck that rubbish away. Right, now this should come apart quite easily now. Right, as you can see, we've got that drilled out now, like I showed you, so this should just lift right off now. It's quite easy. Just lift that off like that. And there's a couple of little bits at the back. You can just see the little red tabs there. It just pulls out of there like that, and it just comes off like that. Now watch you don't lose this handbrake, because that there actually, when you put it back, it's a fiddly spot, because this here handbrake, there's like a little hole there, and you've got to like put it in there like that so it stands up. But what I do, I usually glue that in there because it's so fiddly to try and get back together. So I glue it in there because it doesn't move anyway, it's just sat in there. So that helps it go back easier. So anyway, we'll keep that piece. Might need a bit of straightening out actually. These pieces just come off like that. Well, this is a piece, this is broken, but I have got another one of these. I've ordered a new one with a little trumpet on, but I will keep this piece because sometimes I do mould another trumpet or horn out of an old bit of plastic to repair these, and it's got the you know, where it's joined to the actual piece there, so I should keep that piece. I won't throw that away, but for speed's sake I've actually ordered a new one so that I can get on and do this restoration. That piece is alright, so that can be used again. Now the thing is, this exhaust, to get this out, what you've got to do, I'll get my screwdriver, you've got to push this piece back, because if you look under there, that you've got to push it back to that wide piece there, and then you got to, don't try to undo that back piece, because that it pushes through into that. So don't try to prise this apart, because if you try to put it back together, it'll just break. So what you do is you push it, just work it like that, just twist your screwdriver till you get it to the wide piece, and then that'll pop through there. If you watch that, this is the awkward bit now, needs a bit of force sometimes. Just push it through like that, leave your screwdriver there, and then grab it with your fingers, and you've got to try and turn that now, but what you need is a pair of pliers really to turn it, because you won't do it with your fingers. So you pull it out like that and twist it. Oh, see what I mean? It's so difficult it can be. You've got to sort of twist it. If I put that like that, that'll load it up. See what I've done? I've got to twist this piece up here. So if I just twist it with the old screwdriver, just to get it over that lip. Right, now we should be there. I've got it over the lip now. This is the most awkward part really. And you turn it like that, and then you can pull it out. Simple as that. But don't ever try to undo, like I said, don't try to get it out by prising that piece up there apart. Because if you prise that piece apart there, that's going to snap. It just slides in. When you put it back, you just slide it in through like that. And then you've got to turn it upside down, obviously put it back the same way as it came out. It's not difficult. Right, and then all we've got to do now, get the wheels off, because all this is all going to be resprayed. So I'll show you how to take the wheels off in a minute. It's just a case of filing the edge of the burr off, pulling the wheels and the axles out, and so on. That's got an axle going right through the front ones. Pretty sure they're the ones that will prise off. Yeah, that's the ones that they'll come off like that, and you've got like a little bit, so you can keep them aside like that. So they just push in each end up, and you can just get a screwdriver in there, and they will come off with a bit of pressure. Look at me, wheel right away a minute. There we go. Bit more. Just give it a little bit more pressure. And there it goes. Comes off just like that. Yeah, that's the one that's got the axle. That's the one that you need to fold the little, the little burr off the edge there. Be careful with it when you do it. Oh, I'll show it a bit clearer there. The little burr off the edge there, you've got to clear, fold a bit of that off of the axle, and then the wheel will come off, and the axle will come right out then. And then all that's ready for stripping then. And the top piece, it's the same idea with that. That comes off, the same as what the others is. It just pushes out. If I can get it out. It can be a bugger these, sometimes. But you've got to be careful not to damage them. See, that's the only snag. I'll use my pliers. There, come out now, that's it. But you want to keep that one separate from these other two, because the actual axle bit is a bit different, I think, on that one. It's not so long as these two. Right, now the only other thing is these seats got to come out now, because this has got to be stripped. And all they're held in, they're just pushed in with these bungs. But they can be a bugger to get through. So the best part is to put it on something solid and try and push them down. But like I said, they can be sods to get out. Let's get these front ones out a minute. There, front ones is out. You've got to push that plastic through them holes. And we'll try the same with the back. can be awkward, I must say. There's another way you can get the screwdriver in there. Start working them a bit. But they will come out. Well, it's always they'll come out because I've done this before and I've eventually got them out, but they can be a bit of a job to get out sometimes. They need a bit of persuasion. I've got one of them. You want to see the trouble is when you push down on that, it flares it, and then it makes it bigger, too big to go through the hole. There, got it. See what I mean? Where I'm putting the pressure down on to push it through, it's flaring that apart. So then don't want to go back out the hole, do it? So to put these back in, I'm going to have to try and squeeze all this back together. Like you only need a pair of pliers. Just mold it all back like that. I mean, like I say, you can always use a bit of glue anyway to hold them, for sure. For that extra insurance. You might be thinking I'm glue on the brain, keeping on about glue, but I mean these things weren't made to be took apart again. So sometimes the only way to really get them put back together properly is to use a bit of glue. There's no other way around it, because you're not really meant to take these weren't meant to be took apart. They're not like kits. When they come out, they were just made, and that was it. Made to last, and that was the end of it. But anyway, I'm rattling on again. I'll get these wheels off. We'll get this dunked in the well, sorry, it goes that way round. We'll get all this dunked in the caustic soda. That can be metal cleaned with me Dremel, or me Parkside, I should say. Can't afford a Dremel. Unless Dremel wants to send me one to review, they might let me have one for nothing, but you never know. Like that's going to happen. But anyway, this here can be done with the brush, cleaned up, all shined up, and same with this. And then we just got to respray this, get it all resprayed, and then put back together. And like I say, in the meantime, I'm doing this one as well, but I should just show you bits of this one, because you've already seen that one in the other video. So anyway, let's get on with that. That's the stuff to use. Blimey, I knew it was hot, but look at the size of that thing there. Didn't think it was that hot. Shit. Whoa, did you see the size of that? I know it was hot out there, but I didn't think it was as hot as that. I mean, that's ridiculous to have things like that crawling around on my path. Anyway, let's get back to this here. As you can see, I've got it all cleaned up. All wire brushed, both pieces. And like I said, I would show you a bit of how I'm getting on with the other. I've already done the undercut on the other car. that's all ready to go. So anyway, that's enough of that one. Let's get on with the Bentley. Next part, this here is meant to be like a matte colour on the bottom of this one. So what I'm going to do is get this all undercoated with a matte black, and then I'm going to give it a good spray up. So let's get on with that. Right, I've actually masked up the grille for this one. Usually on other ones I've done, I've had to take the grille off, but this one I'm masking up. And I'm doing it in the shed doorway again. I'm sorry about this, folks, but it's a bit windy. I'm hoping I've got enough red left for this. Oh, the wind's come up again. Go away, wind. Right, here we go. Yeah, it's starting to go through this red. I haven't got a lot of this left. Just using what's left. I'm hoping. I'll let that go for a minute, let that dry. I'm going to have to give that another coat. I'm hoping I got enough. But there you go. It's a nice looking little red. Now with the bottom half, I'm just placing it on a piece of scrap wood, and I'm going to spray down on this. I've got plenty of black, just to give it its undercoat for the actual gloss, because the top half of this, like I said, is going to be a gloss black, the top half, but the bottom half is supposed to be a matte finish. So I'm going to get the top half sorted out, and then once that's hardened up, I should get the bottom half just used with the matte like that, and I might do it a satin actually, because that's a nigh on matte colour anyway, so I'll probably finish it with a satin colour on the bottom, but we'll let this dry. I won't show you the rest as normal, because it's boring. Right then, here's our pieces. They're all ready to be put back together. As you can see, because I masked this front piece up, I've got a very nice original metal finish on that now. I've repainted the grille with the satin umbral paint, and I've also repainted the actual leather strap that was on the front. And that's all I had to do really with that. Once I took my masking tape off, that's all I needed to do. This piece, the bottom piece, you may think it's just a case of spraying it black, but underneath you've got to paint all this again, all the silver back onto there. So I've done all that, that's all ready to go back. So really it's just a case of putting that together now. So first of all, I think we'll start with the base. Right, as I told you, the exhaust, quite a simple job. You just push it in there, and them pieces I told you not to take out, slip it in, and then we've got to get this piece twisted up so we can, I'll use my pliers for this, because we've got to put that, if you grab it out right on the neck, just turn it like that, just let it drop in, see? It goes back in easier than what it comes out, and then you just push it back, just tap the back of the exhaust, 3 little taps like that, and then it's back in. That comes in through the wide piece, and then when you tap the back, that's it, it's in. So that's that piece done. Alright, next piece, I think we'll put our handbrake in. Well, hang on a minute, I think the best part, I think we could get the wheels on actually. So if we get our wheels off, I've even spruced the wheels up a bit. That I've used a bit of chrome on them, so to get them in, you just push them in, get them like that, push them in a little bit, and then just tap your axle in. No need for gluing. that's it. Same with the other one. Oh, that's a spare. I don't want to put him on. And then you mixed it up. There it is. You tell it's different because it's got the hub on it. Just put them like that. Give it a tap. And there you go. Both wheels sorted. Back ones. This is where you need, or where I am got like that Australian chap. He's got an actual thing you can round the ends of the axle back off again, but I haven't. So like I said, what I've done before is I put like a tiny little dab of glue on there. Now if you leave it like that, I can put a little tiny dab of glue on there, and that will hold the wheel and stop it coming off that axle again. You only need a little bit. So I put a bit there just before he pokes his way through, like that. Put my wire out of the way, right, and you just let him poke his head through a little bit like that, and then just let him sit there, just so he's just got a little bit of the axle poking through there. Like, if I blow this, and then that'll suit that perfectly. That you see the little bit of an axle poking through there, like? And then that's our wheels. All turning. So we've got our wheels on. Right then. Now, like I said, the next part, quite simple little job really, is our handbrake. So for that, there's a little bit of a dip. You see it in there, and I'll just put a little bit of glue in there, not too much. Get my handbrake. I mean, all this does is stops it moving around when you're trying to put the body on, really. Stops it getting in the way, falling out when you're fiddling about trying to get the body back on. So you just glue it like that, because it doesn't move anyway, like I said. It doesn't do anything. And that's that done. Right, so that's our bottom, that's our chassis done. Just put that out of the way for a minute. Right then, the top piece, we've got to get these seats back in. Now what I've done, I've thinned these out a bit now, so I can push them back in. So here we go. I know, glue again. But I don't intend taking this back to pieces again. A little bit on there. And I don't want nobody else to, really. There's no need for this to come back apart again. If it's looked after. It still will come apart, obviously. There, and you just drop your seats in like that. You hear the click, that satisfying click. And then our seats are in. And if you want to now, at this point, you could put his back piece on. Because that will be a bit of more insurance that they ain't going to go anywhere. That only clips on like that, so there's no gluing needed on that. Now this is the awkward piece now. I found these windscreens can be a right pain in the butt. Actually, I could put our bottom pieces of this on here. Well, I forgot to say these got to go on. I painted the horn on that one. They only push on like that. Make sure that piece of that extended piece is facing inwards, because that holds the body as well. You just push them down like that. You don't have to glue them. So that piece with the lip on it goes in the inside, let's say, because that grips against the body. Now, like I was saying, that this windscreen and dash can be a pain to do. You've got to try and slide it in. That goes that way round. You always have that visor points to the front. And what you've got to do is put this in at the same time. So you've got a couple of little pins on that piece there, look. And what they do, they correspond with the hose on that. Well, what I've done is actually glued this piece here, because it's awfully fiddly to try and hold it while you're trying to push it down into the thing. So I've tacked it with a bit of glue just to hold it there. So then what you got to do is you've got to slide these two pieces down. You've got to be careful with this, because it's got to be lined up perfect before you slide it down, because the actual dash goes inside the cab, but the glass is slightly overlapping outside as well, and you've got to be very careful when you do this. So you just try to slide it down. Don't be tempted to push on the top, because there's a slight chance you could break the new bit of glass. So always try to push it down there. See, that dash has actually come out again now, look. But you've got to push that down as well, because that goes in the same grooves as the actual glass. So I get the glass in like that. The dash has come out now, look. You have to do this separately, I think. Get the glass in. Gradually work it down by the sides. Just make sure it's central. So you get it like that. And then your dashboard should slide down inside. And it's got a clip into them two little holes, what I showed you. But this is a horrible job. This is the only trouble doing these, is if you've got a dash that's gone on one of them, they are a pain. There, I've got it. They are a pain in the bum to do, these dashes. They're so fiddly. But just keep on having a go with it, and it will eventually go in. And then you can just fatten it up afterwards and try and get it as best you can. And that's it, look. There it goes. Push it down like that. And there we've got our screen and dashboard in, which is one of the most awkwardest parts to do on this car, like I said. One of them. The other one is getting this man in, because sometimes you've got a job to get the seats in properly with him. So now we can put our seats in, and then all you do is just push them down on that. They just clip in, and use the front of your parts to push them down actually. And then your little man should slip underneath like that, and there he is. Mr. Steed is back in his Bentley. And then the only other thing is put the side spare wheel on, same as before, just put it there. Give it a few taps. I mean, if you can do it that way, you could probably squeeze it a bit. But there you go. Spare tire back on, and then all we've got to do, fit it to the body. Like I said, there's a couple of little holes there, and on the bottom of there, you've got them two tabs, and you've got to slightly slide it forwards. So just persevere with it, get it lined up. There's the O, and there he is. There's the hole on the bottom, that lined up. Push it together now, and then all we got to do is put a bit of glue in there, glue again, and then put our rivet in. And that'll be job done. There's our rivet. I think I'll get my little tweezers for this one. Just drop them in like that. I've got to turn this one slightly again to drop right in. And there you go. There's our Bentley back in one piece. So, hope you like the video. There you go. It's all back in one piece again. So, until the next video, there, that's the finished article. Hope you like it. Hope this has helped you out. I can only do my best. It's better than it was, I've got to admit. I quite like the colour as well. But anyway, till next time, it's bye bye from me.